Welcome back to story time. All right, I have a few memories of playing with fire from when I was a child. This is probably the third favorite story. When I was growing up, we had a driveway that extended from the street to the backyard. So it went in between our house and the neighbor's house. So we could be in the driveway and not be seen by other people outside, really. Now, we did not have a smooth driveway. It was I don't even know exactly how to explain what kind of driveway it was. It was the pebble rocks mixed with concrete or whatever it might be. But the entire point is it was not a nice driveway. After so many winters and so many rainstorms and heat and cold, it had gotten a lot of cracks, it had gotten a lot of dips, it was missing chunks, things like that. Which made it the ideal place to go and find puddles after a rainstorm. Now, four boys, myself and my two brothers are inside. We're watching TV and cartoons, and we hear yelling coming from the outside. Yeah! I'm like, okay, whatever. And then a few minutes later, we hear, that rocked! And we're like, okay, something's going on. So we walk outside. In the driveway, my oldest brother is standing there with three things. A lighter, a shovel, and next to him, there's a gas can. And he has a giant smile on his face, like, yeah! And we're like, what are you doing? And we walk over, and he goes, watch. And so he grabs the gas can, goes and pours some of it into a puddle near him. And our first thought is, why are you wasting gas? Like, why are you pouring it into water? So he picks up the lighter, lights it, and goes to light the puddle on fire, and we're going, what? You can't light water on fire. Why are you bothering? And then it catches fire. And our little kid brains had no idea about chemistry and about things like that, so we didn't know that gasoline floats, which we thought was awesome. So we're watching a puddle of water on fire, basically, in our minds. And we're like, that's cool. But then again, you can also kind of like pour gas on anything and watch it light on fire. So kind of cool, but at the same time, whatever. And we're like, that's what you've been yelling about? And my brother said, watch. He poured more gas in the puddle, so the flames got even bigger. And then he grabbed the shovel. He takes the shovel, and he scoops up the flaming water with it. Now, when you are young and you're watching your brother hold a shovel with flaming liquid in it, that's pretty cool. We're like, awesome. That's pretty cool. You can carry fire now. And he goes, I'm not done. I'm like, what else would you do? He threw the water and the puddle up in the air, but in a nice enough way, not too high. We watched as the flames stayed in the air for just long enough, and then it kind of, yes, parts of it went out, but the most of it stayed and hit the ground, and then you saw the little teeny puddles still on fire, where the gas had broken up. And all of our eyes got really wide, and we went, you're throwing fire up in the air, that's awesome! Now, not advocating for kids to go start lighting gas on fire, but it is really awesome when you can see a flaming shovel and fire being thrown up in the air. So what did we do? We decided that for the next 15 minutes, we were going to use my dad's gasoline can and start lighting puddles on fire. Not the best way to use gas, but if you were ever really bored, I still don't advocate for it, but if you're really bored, remember, there are multiple uses for a shovel. And that's story time for today. A little bit shorter, but how can you go wrong with telling a story about fire, gas, and a shovel? And four boys. If you have any stories that you want to share about fire, share them down below. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and have a wonderful day.